Greetings, welcome to ChaoticBeagle Entertainment. I am your host, Chaos, as always. Thank you very much for joining me today. We have another deck tech coming through, but I do want to thank everybody for coming by, hanging out, checking out the videos. If you do like these and want to see more, please do go and like, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you get notified when we put up more videos, more fun, more giveaways, all that kind of stuff. Please do, throw that up whenever you get the opportunity. And for now, what we're going to do is we're going to get to this deck tech. I will say this is one deck tech that I've been working on for a while. I want to say I think I've watched a number of reviews on it, and this is probably one of the top 10, top 20 salty commanders that people dislike playing against. Just because of the very incredibly explosive factors with this guy. So, with no further ado, we're going to get to showing off Korvold, the Fae-Cursed King commander deck I have. This one still needs a little bit of work. Not much. Not a whole lot. A little bit. But this one is very, very deadly. Very nasty. I've pulled off some incredible wins with this guy. Very fun. I think this is, like I said, I want to say this is one that I've heard people are very salty going up against. But he's so much fun. I love playing him. But yeah, let's get to this one. He is Korvold, the Fae-Cursed King, 2 black, red, green, a dragon noble, 4/4 with flying. He has, whenever Korvold, Fae-Cursed King, enters the battlefield or attacks, sacrifice another permanent. Whenever you sacrifice a permanent, put a 1/1 counter on Korvold and draw a card. He is just monstrous. Yeah, he's a nasty one to play up against. I love it though. I get a kick out of it. He's very dynamic to play, very fun to play against. I've heard from a few people, not many. Some of them, some people hate to see him. But yes, let's get to Korvold's build here. Slide you up in the corner, my good king. Alright, first things first. As always, we're going to slap around the mana base here. Let me grab all of these. There we go. Alright, so, top of the list. There we go. 8 basic forests. And I did at least get them all from the same set. I have not gone through and worked up Korvold the way I do some of my other decks. But they are all from M21. So, we also have 8 basic swamps. Very nice. Very spicy. Then we have 5 basic mountains. Again, all from the same set at the very least. Just for artwork consistency. I'm a bit of a stickler for that. Not hugely, but a little bit. A little bit. Next on the list, unique lands. We have 10. Alright, so we've got Command Tower, Myriad Landscape, Rugged Highlands, Lotus Field, Reliquary Tower, and you're going to need this because if Korvold starts popping off with all the sack stuff that we have in here, you're going to need something to be able to keep your hand without losing a bunch of cards because there's so many nice, good plays in here. So many time-sensitive plays that you want to have every card available to you as you need them. So you really don't want to be discarding stuff. Now there's some stuff that if you discard it, it actually is beneficial. But yeah, that's the biggest thing is you want to keep what you drew. Terramorphic Expanse, Field of Ruin, Fabled Passage, Jund Panorama, and Evolving Wilds. Next on the list is artifacts, which we have 9 artifacts coming up. All right, we have the Witch's Oven, Swiftfoot Boots, Wayfarer's Bauble, because let's say if you have Korvold out already and you go to sacrifice this to search for a land, you still get to draw a card and do all that as well, and then you get to do your search. Alright, Lightning Greaves, Wishclaw Talisman, Phyrexian Altar, sack a creature, add 1 mana of any color. I did have, what was it, Ashnod's Altar in here, but I think I needed Phyrexian Altar more, not for the mana boost of 2 colorless, but to do specific colors when I need them. Kind of works out a little better. So that's why I put a Phyrexian Altar instead of Ashnod's Altar in here. Bootleggers Stash and Crucible of Worlds with a Skullclamp. So again, that one comes in handy. But also, sacrificing lands and then being able to get them with the Crucible of Worlds, yes, very nice. Very lovely. Alright, next on the list is going to be enchantments, of which we have 7 lovely enchantments coming to the field. Alright, we have Revel in Riches, Dictate of Erebos, Bastion of Remembrance, Moldervine Reclamation, Awakening Zone, Black Market, and Goblin Bombardment. That was about to be a mouthful there. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Sound like the Peanuts parent characters. For anybody that gets that reference, you're as old as I am.
Incoming message.
Alright. Next up, sorceries, which we have 11. Alright. We have Growth Spasm, Brass's Bounty, Culling Ritual, Victimize, Splendid Reclamation, Primal Growth, Chandra's Ignition, Diabolic Intent, Diabolic Tutor, Nahiri's Lithoforming. So this one, so let's say you've got Nahiri's Lithoforming out. Let's say that's what you got going on. You pop that off, and then you have enough mana left to cast Splendid Reclamation. So basically you can just go and sacrifice all your lands, put all your mana in your mana pool, sack all your lands, and then pop off Nahiri's Lithoforming. So you, let's say you've got 10 lands. So you sack the 10 lands, then you basically draw the 10 cards, and then you put those lands on the battlefield, and then you pop off Splendid Reclamation, putting all lands from your graveyard on the battlefield tapped. I mean, it's just, it can be so nasty. And then there's some creatures in here that benefit from landfall. Just saying. Just keep an eye out for them. But that's, you know, that's one of the combos that I like to pull if you can pull that one off. Nahiri's Lithoforming and then Dread Return. But yeah, just keep an eye out. I will point out a few of them. I mean, you'll probably notice exactly, and you probably already have an idea in your head of what I am talking about. We'll see. We'll see. Test yourself. Do you know what? Can you read the mind of chaos? Let's see. I mean, it's not hard, but I'm just saying. You know, I want to test you guys. Instants. We have 10 instants. We have Harrow, Dark Ritual, Deadly Dispute, Veil of Summer, Village Rites, Roiling Regrowth, Tragic Slip, which this is a nice one. let's say you've got a big creature, and there's not many creatures that are larger than a 13/13, unless they've been buffed. That's different. But base creatures, not many that are bigger than 13/13. I've actually pulled off some wins with this one because if you sacked a creature or did something like that, you can pop this off, and then next thing you know, hey, you can slap a minus 13/13 on somebody's creature and just watch them wither away, even with indestructible. So nice little surprise to pull out of your hat. Constant Mists, Culling of the Weak, and Crop Rotation. Alright, now, last but definitely not least, the creatures. The creatures of the king. Alright, we've got 32 creatures in this bad boy. We've got Haywire Might, Sakura Tribe Elder, Psychosis Crawler, Plague Crafter, and I did go specifically and snatch this one for the anime art style from the Jumpstarts 2022. I saw it and I was like, I gotta have that. It's different. It's cool. I liked it. I did it. World Shaper. Reassembling Skeleton. Reassembling Skeleton has saved my butt on a number of occasions because you have to sacrifice a creature for Korvold. So I just went and I would sacrifice Reassembling Skeleton and then swing with Korvold and then bring him back to the battlefield at the end of the turn, so you still have a free blocker if you need him. You know, he could just keep coming back, and I love it. But he does come back tapped. Yeah, he does come back tapped, but he comes back even if he's tapped. He's a good point of sacrifice for a lot of the stuff that's going on in this deck. All right, Pitiless Plunderer, Vindictive Vampire, Massacre Girl, which is the recent Secret Lair. I had another card in here that was very similar, but I saw that Secret Lair and it kind of fit the whole build of this deck, so I was like, why not? Nice way to one-side board wipe to the point to where you can go and get Korvold to just be as big and nasty as you want him to be, and then there you go. Marin of the Clan, Marin of Clan Neltoth. Mahadi Emporium Master. Squee Goblin Nabob. Academy Manufacturer. Mayhem Devil, Blood Artist, Diligent Farmhand. Diligent Farmhand. He's just a little 1/1 little farm druid man. And this guy, there was one match where he came back probably 7 different times. Because I had something, I can't remember what it was off the top of my head. But it allowed me to basically return a creature that died this turn to the battlefield under my control. And I just kept bringing back this little guy to sacrifice him to go for land. Sacrifice him, go for land. He came back. Sacrifice him, go for land. And it was just so funny that this diligent little farmhand was doing that much work. He just constantly came back. It was just wild. It was so funny. Jury, Master of the Review, Ramanep Excavator, Zulaport Cutthroat, Impulsive Pilferer, Spring Bloom Druid, Zeatora the Incinerator, Prosh, Sky Raider of Care. He's another one that's a big turning point. If you can drop him in, him and Korvold, they can just mop up. It's nasty. And Scoot Swarm. Remember the Nahiri's Lithoforming, Splendid Reclamation combo I told you all about? This is part of that. You can just basically just mob the board with a bunch of Scoot Swarms if you're able to get off that ability. It's just ridiculous. Poison Tip Archer, Pawn of Ulamog, Viscera Seer, Demagog Titan. He's a bit of a hard one. Got to keep an eye out for him. He's nice. Whenever he attacks, you got to sack a creature, though, so he's just like Korvold, but he is an 11/10. So, if you can give him Trample or Double Strike or something ridiculous like that, monstrous, nasty. Braids Arisen Nightmare. Dawn Treader Elk. Falconwrath Noble. And last but definitely not least, how would this deck be anywhere if it didn't have Tergrid, God of the Fright? Or God of Fright. Just sick. Just insane. Yeah, people are like, I'm going to sacrifice my land to do this. I'm going to sacrifice this to do this. And it's like, that's cool, because now it's mine. So, a very good one to have on hand there. All right. So that is Korvold. Love this deck. Been playing it for a while. As I've mentioned previously, I am working my way up to having as many Dragon Commander characters. Not that all of these are Dragon Tribal, but they are just Dragon Commanders that I'm trying to kind of do. That's kind of my little quirk. That's my little characteristic when I'm building my decks is the commander a dragon. That's just kind of what I go for. I don't know how it's gotten there. That's just what I do. Alright, thank you all for joining me. Hopefully you guys have a happy, safe, and fun weekend. Take it easy. I am Chaos with ChaoticBeagle Entertainment. If you guys have any ideas for this deck, something you liked, something you didn't like, ideas that you got, send them my way. Put them in the comments. I love hearing from you guys. We are on the road to try and hit 1,000 followers, 1,000 subscribers. So, yeah, let's do that. Let's get it big. Let's have some fun. And then I will see you guys in the next video. Take it easy. I'm Chaos with ChaoticBeagle signing out. Later.